On Consumer Spotlight tonight, I have Doug Arnold from Mitchell's Family Store. Now, you may not be aware of this, but Mitchell's Family Store, located in the Fairfax Shopping Center on 202, has one of the largest selections of model railroads and accessories in this area. And Doug Arnold will tell us all about it. Hello, Doug. How are you?
All right. How are you?
Okay. How did Mitchell's get involved in model railroading?
Well, we've been around for 27 years, and model railroading has been around since, the day one, since railroading's been around. We originally started carrying it, it's been about 23 years ago. And it used to be just a strictly Christmas season type item. After Christmas, you'd pack it all up, and it would stay away until next Christmas. Then you'd pull it back out again, and you'd start selling it again, and then pack it up again. But years ago, it just gradually developed into a year-round thing, and it has a fairly strong interest now, and very steady through the year.
Give us some background on the model railroading hobby. Tell us a little bit about this growing hobby.
Well, as I say, it's been around since railroading has been around since the 1830s. It started out as little die-cast or cast iron toy trains, and now it's gotten into sophisticated models that are very well detailed. We have things that would really astound you as far as sound goes. You can get realistic sound, realistic detail. You can look at some models and you could swear that it's real.
Now, of course, you've got the models for people who just want to entertain their children, and then you've got models for the big kids, the adults, who are really into unique, detailed trains, correct?
Yes.
How much can one really spend on an engine, let's say, or really wanted to blow a wad?
Well, some people really get into it. It's like any other hobby. It's just a matter of how much you like it as to how much you want to spend in it.
Thousands of dollars for some
Thousands
engines.
of dollars, yes. There's a lot of people that probably spend thousands and thousands of dollars every year.
And I understand you have people coming from all over the world, literally, to see your collection.
Yes, we do. We advertise in I don't know whether you can see this.
Let me hold that up.
Okay, that's a nationwide magazine. Actually, it's worldwide magazine. We have an ad in there, and we have people that respond from that ad as far as Japan, and today I talked to a guy from Australia on the phone.
Calling Mitchell's Family Store in Wilmington.
Yes, and it's got to be sometime early in the morning when he's calling us.
Now, what models does Mitchell's carry?
Well, we carry everything from the toy train type thing, something you'd give your children to mess around underneath the Christmas tree, something that you wouldn't have to worry about breaking and spending a lot of money on. And then we carry some things that get into a lot more detail, like the piece you have there we'll take a look at.
Oh, let's take a look at this piece. Now, this is incredible detail, and I understand that there's a limited edition, only 50 of these made. This is number 1 of 50?
Yes, it was made in 1961. We have a little certificate that is signed by the guy who made it. It's very well detailed and probably a very sought-after model. As he said, it was only 1 of 50.
And where was this made?
This is made in Japan.
Now, are they known for their workmanship?
Yes, they are. It is probably one of the best collectible pieces to have, and very sought after.
And what types of accessories are available along with the trains that Mitchell's carries?
Well, we stock everything from miniature nuts and bolts, if you want to model the nuts and bolts on a bridge, to a castle or even a skyscraper. You can buy everything in between. Anything you can imagine is probably available in plastic or metal or wood or something of that sort.
What are the guidelines that someone should keep in mind when buying model railroads?
Well, main thing to watch out is quality. You don't want to buy something that you're going to regret. And after that, it's do your own thing. Whatever you like is what you should get into.
Now, why don't you take us on a tour of Mitchell's Family Store, especially their model railroad collection section, okay?
Okay.
Let's watch this now. Now, this is of course, a large train to introduce us into the segment we're about to see.
These that are showing are actual photos of places in Colorado.
I see.
This is just shows you a little bit of a variety of the sizes, large to small. They come all sizes in between.
Good starter model there.
Yeah.
And then at the other end, for the big kids.
Yeah, this is about the size of Lionel, but it's a lot more sophisticated machine, and you'd be talking about $1,400 instead of $140. That shows you the 2 different sizes that are most popular, O scale and HO. The same engine there. Shows you some of the detail that they put into them.
Now these are all put together by hand.
All by hand. It's all brass and they're soldered together. That gives you a little bit of a idea of what we do stock, a little bit of the variety.
Now, that's just one wall of many display cabinets that you have at Mitchell's.
Yes.
There's some more. Now, these are the more unique ones here, correct?
Yeah, this is a more specialized, more serious model that goes after these.
Now, someone who might buy those larger ones might not be one who would actually use it. He might buy it and never, ever put it on the track.
This one was made 20 years ago that we showed here, and it hasn't been on the track yet.
Of course, this is what you might see for home use,
Yes,
more likely.
This is the more popular stuff right here.
What are we looking at there?
These are made in plastic. Shows you some of the common railroads that are around here. The Pensy, which was Tessie and the Amtrak.
And what is this?
That's some of the plastic models that we have available. This is the more common stuff. Plastic kits, a wide variety of different kits to put together. These are simple kits and very popular. This is our layout that's up above our display cases, just sort of close up. The picture makes it look so good.
Of course, the layouts, I understand there are people that do just those layouts, that build those layouts.
Oh yeah, a lot of people get into some very, very big and very complex layouts.
That's a hobby in and of itself.
Yes. We carry all kinds of books too. A lot of these guys really like to find out the nitty-gritty and the detail of all the different railroads.
Who's this? This looks like Joe Mitchell.
Yes, this is Joe Mitchell, my boss.
Uh-huh.
We're taking a look at one of the latest pieces to come in.
You know, I understand Joe and you are both very able to offer assistance, and if anyone wants to come in and take up the hobby, is that correct?
Oh yeah, we offer anything you want to know. We try to help. As long as you're happy, we can keep on supplying you.
Well, I spent some time there with Joe, and I was just amazed of the knowledge that he's accumulated, and you have too, and I couldn't begin to learn all the information that you have about it.
Well, I guess we're kind of the serious type, into the hobby very much.
Why are so many people interested in railroading, do you think?
Well, it's the old lure of the railroad, the fascination of mechanical things, the fascination with power. Railroads and power, they go hand in hand. It's like those people that are into airplanes or ships, it just follows hand in hand.
Now, are there railroad clubs and shows in this area?
Well, there are. There's a couple of national clubs, the National Railway Historical Society and then the National Model Railroad Association. They're very big. They have local chapters. Let's see, there would be shows that are here in Philly and Baltimore, and there's one in Wilmington maybe twice a year. They're about the only ones you can really say.
Now, historically, these big trains that are the most popular ones, did they develop mostly in this country, or were there other types of trains that developed outside this country also?
You mean as far as models, or you mean...
In terms of the models, of the originals of the models that you carry?
Well, all the originals are American prototype. Prototype, I mean the real thing. They're all made in Japan because I guess it's cheaper to make them over there, and then they're imported over to here. And there isn't too much that's made in the United States anymore, to think about it.
Were there trains that developed in other countries, or basically this is it here in this country? Well,
they were developed all over the world. It's just in the United States, as far as the models go, most people would prefer American. It's
Why is that?
Well,
the history involved, perhaps?
Yeah, and American stuff has its own particular character, and European or Japanese or whatever, that just sort of has a completely different appearance to it. It just isn't.
What's your favorite type of era of trains, if you had to pick one?
Well, I don't know what you'd call me. I guess a narrow gauger. The first slides you looked at was narrow gauge, Colorado narrow gauge lines where the rails are 3 foot apart instead of 4 foot 8.5, as we're most commonly seen. And I like that. Anywhere. I'm not too picky about the time period. I just like the narrow gauge.
Why do you like the narrow gauge?
Well, it's sort of got a certain quaintness about it. I don't know how you could describe it. But it's very neat and novel.
Now, if someone wanted to find out more information about your model railroad, what number might they call?
Well, our number at the store would be 652-3258. Joe, me, or even Omar, any of us can help you out.
And what days of the week are you open?
Well, we're open from every day, weekdays 9:30 to 9, in the evening, and then Saturday 9:30 to 5:30, and Sunday 12 to 4.
And now, where is Mitchell's Family Store located?
Okay, we're located on the Concord Pike, about 2 miles north of the I-95 interchange in Fairfax Shopping Center.
Well, this has been Doug Arnold from Mitchell's Family Store, and he's come on to talk about model railroading, a very interesting hobby. Those of you who don't realize it, Mitchell's Family Store has one of the largest collections in the United States, and I hope you'll get an opportunity to go on up to Mitchell's and check out their toy collection for the little kids and for the bigger kids too, who might remember back to the younger days when they enjoyed the model railroads. Now we're going to go to some short messages, and